What are you doing picking on the babies?
Oh,
thanks.
party foul.
Chunky.
All right, guys, we're out here. We've been idling around looking at fish on the electronics. Keith has done his expertise. We found a school and we're hooking up here. So got a little bit of grass down there and we're throwing some spinning type baits, some spoon style baits, a lot of flash, fishing it in deep water. Oh, that's grass, I think. I hope it was grass. There's one. Just a little baby. Not an 8-pounder, but it got a cool black tail. Look at that. Nice chunky winter bass. We're gonna see if we can catch a little something bigger. There it is. We're doubled up here, guys. Oh, son!
Oh, I was gonna say, this is either a watercraft or it's a giant. Nadine, come here, girl.
That's a freaking toad. Look at that, guys. That's probably a good 7.5, 8 pounds. 4-pounder, 5-pounder. Get you some of that.
Let's do the old LakeForkGuy.
Gotta sniff them.
Gotta sniff them. Smell like bass?
It does.
You know, one thing I can't stress enough, today we're fishing a school of fish that's really out in open water, and we got on them and we caught about 10 fish in a hurry, and then we made 4 or 5 casts and we didn't get bit. What I like to do is when I get in that situation, don't worry about spooking that school, fire up your big motor, get back on your electronics, and just make small circles around that area. They haven't went far. And I think that's one misconception. A lot of guys are scared about idling over the fish. In my opinion, if it does spook a fish or two, I mean, the world's not lost. They got some shad with them this time, so they didn't move far. They maybe moved 50 or 60 feet, but we weren't making the perfect cast. Now we know exactly where that school is, and we're gonna hook up again right there.
Oh, there he is.
Get him.
Oh yeah, here we go. Look at that chunk ball. You gotta love it. Shane's wondering why I sniff them. You just gotta sniff them. Oh yeah. That fish, that's got like a 2-pound mouth and it's 3.5 pounds. That's the stuff dreams are made of right there, baby. Guys, we're just fan casting around right now. These fish are schooled up, but they're moving with the shad. So they're not on a particular spot. They're being like like a spotted bass almost, chasing around these shad. So just fan casting around. Nice thing is we got 3 people in the boat to go in all different directions. That's the target. That's what we're going after. Right after those little grass clumps, we come over and they're just scattered in there.
Everything is just setting right on the outside edge.
Woo! Get ready, boys. Hunker down. We're at the end of the day. This is the last chance heroes. We got 3 lines crossed out here.
Now is when we're all gonna hook up.
They're all gonna come up and jump together. We get all crisscrossed. They are refusing the offerings today. Sometimes they want a hamburger, other times they want a hot dog. These guys are up here drop shotting, trying to jig them up. Right on top of them. There he is.
Go, boy.
Oh yeah.
Go, boy.
Coming up. Ooh, fighting right here at the end. Come here. Yeah, there we go. Got him right in the bottom of the lip. One of those fish we saw down there on the graph. Nice. All right, boys, wrapping up the day here. You know, this was a rapid fire day. We'd go over a bunch of fish, we'd get bites, and then we'd have to run around and try to find fish. So, Keith, if you had to fish differently tomorrow, what would you do?
I think considering the warming trend that we're on this time of year, you know, a lot of fish are trying to move up. I've been out on this lake and was catching them deep, and the whole key to that deal was finding bait. And today we never saw bait. I mean, we would occasionally find a little pot of fish. We had one really good flurry. Shane caught that 8-pounder, but I would definitely keep my eyes on my electronics, but I wouldn't spend the whole day doing it. You know, if it looked good, I would go out there and fish it, but I would start looking more towards fish that are really not related to bait, roaming around, just ones that are setting up on little grass edges. Probably throw some different baits, maybe a jig, something like that, maybe even some real deep cranking. I would start focusing on the edge of the grass, and I would actually start going over the grass a little bit shallower, throwing a jerk bait or something like that, trying to get them. And that bait shows back up, and you're going to knock their lights out again.
Well, we did catch some good fish, as you saw. Mr. Shane had old Big Boy here today, so tell us how we caught him today for the most part.
Mostly we were just fishing deeper, and we were using spoons, a variety of different little blade baits. Fairly small profile, and that's what really surprised me. I was telling Keith earlier, I really didn't think that I was going to catch anything large on such a small profile bait, and much to my surprise, second cast was an 8-pounder. So it was overall a good day. Had a great day fishing with you guys. No complaints.
You know, all the stuff we were using today, we got at Tackle Addict, the Tackle Addict store. Shane's from tackleaddict.com. Make sure you guys go check out that website. Go get your tackle there. And had fun today, boys.
Been a good one.
All right, we'll catch y'all later.